Guys, how you doing out there? My name is Kenneth Bird. I am the creator of Crystal Edge Technology Projection Screens using Smart Technology Gain. Also to the inventor of the Fusion Silver, Fusion Black, and also the Invisible Tech 4K. These are our Crystal Vision projection screens, fixed frame screens. And people have to understand that the Fusion Silver is a fixed frame screen and the Crystal Edge Technology screen is a do-it-yourself screen paint. Now, I want to show you why we have so many haters. We have companies that don't like us because we charge less for a screen that would pretty much cost you guys thousands of dollars. I mean, seriously, some of these screens right here can cost you anywhere in the field of $2,000 all the way up to $5,000, sometimes even more, just for a 100-inch screen. Now, mind, just for 100-inch. And this is the reason why we either got companies that either want to buy us out, or they want to trash our good name. So we're used to this. When you have something that's really good, people will try to take you down. Now, when it comes to these particular YouTubers, one we call Mr. J, and generally who really has a bad habit of trying to trash our company's name, if he spent more of that time basically concentrating on his own work, he would have a pretty good product, but he's just stuck out there in left field, so there's no way to explain that mess. Okay, so let me explain something to you here in this video. Now, the reason why we have these YouTube haters is because these guys design paint, but the problem is for a long time they've been doing these demonstrations where they have been subjecting their screens or screen paints to very dark or dim environments, using high-end projectors, using 4K upscaling, calibrating projectors. We don't calibrate our projectors. It's just, I feel there's no point. A lot of customers don't know how to calibrate a projector, and our screen paint doesn't require it, so our customers love it. But, you know, it's all this stuff that they do to make their screens look incredible. And if they did any of the testing that we do, their screens would fail miserably. They shy away from the light. One of the things you have to look for when you're watching these demonstrations is the fact that out of 100, if 90% are done in dark or dim, poorly lit environments, that shows you right there that the screen will fail. They will not do their demonstrations on high-end projection screens. If they do, you know, chances are you won't see much of an improvement. You'll see almost a somewhat like comparison, but you won't see much of an improvement. Anything that doesn't say, I see a difference here. So we came in, we rose the bar a little higher, because now we do demonstrations with tons of ambient lights. We do demonstrations on big, huge screen scale. Now mind you, the bigger the screen, the lower the res, because the screen has to expand. So basically you do this form of pixelations because they had to expand. So when you do a screen on a larger scale, you have to see if the picture quality is still going to remain the same if you have it on a smaller scale. This is why we do these giant screens to show you. Even if you got the screen on a 200-inch, it is still going to look fantastic compared to a screen that's done on a 100-inch. So they don't think about that. This is stuff they don't do. Also, too, like I said, they don't test it against other high-end screens to show people, hey, look, this is what my screen is worth. Now, Supernova, for 100-inch, is in the range of $3,000 to $4,000. All these screens are freaking amazing. This is the reason why we did side-by-side demonstration. I would never trash the name of these screens. These are fantastic screens. They're worthy opponents. But when you have somebody doing a demonstration, you know, on their screen paint, and they're really not doing any of these real tests, that shows you right there that their screen paint cannot do what it says it's supposed to do. Therefore, they have already marked the worth of their screen. Now, mind you, what sounds better to you? Sorry to say this, but it's true. $4,000 for a Supernova, or our screen. We have a screen that for our 120-inch kit is $343. Now, which sounds better to you? $3,000 to $4,000, or $343. See, this is the reason why we can charge the price that we can actually charge more for our screens, but we don't. We keep our price reasonable. We just got into a huge conflict with a company who wanted to change that, wanted to charge more, and we didn't want to, and it started with them posting videos about our product that wasn't true. We had to come in and basically demonstrate that the screen can do what it's designed to do. But like I said, we have these certain YouTuber trolls that take that information and they run with it and they make themselves look really bad. So this particular fellow did his video demonstration, got a lot of hate on it because you did something that was wrong. That's what you got. Instead of concentrating on your company, on doing what you're supposed to do, because mind you, you're going to go through the same thing. If your paint is good, if it's good, if it can do what you say it can do, you're going to go through the same thing. But we can handle it because we have done every test you can possibly think of on our screens. We do very strict, very high-end tests that basically, if anybody comes against us, we can say, hey, look, we did this, we did that, we did that. That's how we're able to come back on that company who made that video about our black screen paint. You can't see it. We came and did the exact demonstration. We did the demonstration more than 25 feet away. We did the demonstration 15 feet away. We did the demonstration. We painted in the screen. Actually painted the screen, hit it with a fan. You guys could watch the screen dry. We did it on a 200 lumen with a 500 watt bar light in the middle of the screen. All right? We can back up the product because we know what the product is capable of doing. But if you half-step your demonstrations, if you're in there up 4K upscaling, if you're in there using high-powered projectors, you're doing all this stuff, and you claim your screen does this stuff and doesn't do what it's supposed to do, then you're doing false advertisement. Because when somebody takes your screen paint home and they put it up in their environment, they can't use it in a welded environment. Every demonstration I have seen, mark my word, by a customer who has bought one of these screen paints from these particular individuals have never done them in the same environment that we do them in. They do them in dark environments because that's what the screen's designed for, a dark environment. So, you know, that's why I said that's why we have the YouTube, not all of them, but certain YouTube haters, because we have raised the bar. Now you have to work for your product. You have to literally put work into it like we do. So let me show you why they don't like us. Now over here I have, these are 200 watts, not 25 watts, Mr. J. And these are, Mr. J knew who he is. I'm not going to mention his name, but we'll call him Mr. J. These are not 25 watts. These are 200 watt LED light bulbs that are hitting the screen. Over top I have my light here. My walls are completely white, so they generate a ton of light. And my screen is approximately 8 feet high, 17 feet wide. So there is nowhere in this room that ambient light will not hit my screen. My screen is gigantic. All right, over here, this is a screen made by Dapper. Dapper makes his screens. This is the Cinema Gray 5D by Elite Screens. We have the Dark Star 9. Over here by Seymour AV, we have their AV 1.2. Over here we have by Seymour AV, we have their MB. Over here we have the Firehawk G4. Over here we have the Supernova. This is the Infinity. Now see, the thing about it is they'll talk trash about our work. They'll try to downgrade what we do, but they won't do any of our tests. They just won't. They refuse to do our tests, but yet we are the ones that are not, we're false advertising. But yet they won't do these tests. I don't understand that. I don't know how that works. All right, let's get this started. Oh, first let me remove this out of the way. And here we go. Now mind you, these are amazing screens. These screens have incredible contrast levels. They are, because some of these screens are a little darker. They're going to have good contrast levels. Actually, some of these screens are light gray. Some of these screens are silver. But let's look at the whites. Let's look at the comparison of our screen versus these top screens on the market. And mind you, none of these screens sitting up here will cost you for a 100-inch screen. I guarantee you, for a 100-inch screen, none of these screens up here would cost you under $1,000. You're going to pay way more than that. Like I said, these are 200 watt lights at the bottom. It's about 400 watts of light hitting the screen. I got another 2 in the ceiling. The ceiling like takes 2 lamps. I mean, takes 2 bulbs. Like I said, these are the demonstrations that they will not do. They can't do these demonstrations. They can't. The screens will fail miserably. They can't do fully lit environments. I'm talking about fully lit environments. And if you look at the size of my screen, the screen's 8 feet high, 17 feet wide. Where would it hide? Where would the screen be able to hide from all this light? All right, now let me show you something. Watch this. Dude, my screen has a 190-degree viewing angle. This is what I'm talking about. These screens, what happens is they turn black. If you view them on an angle, they start to turn black. Because they have something called a narrow viewing cone. Now see, this is the reason why companies pay the money for our paint. This is the reason why we had the customers. It's the reason why we had the contracts. Because we do demonstrations that a lot of these people on YouTube, and I say a lot of these people on YouTube, I'm not saying a lot of them, but particular ones will not do. They'll slander our product, they'll say our product's this and that, but you will not do the same demonstration. It's the same demonstration with them in a dark environment. Always with the dark environment, dim lighting, control lighting. Look at this. Turn off the overhead light, just keep these lights on. Still looks incredible. But we just turn on the lights. I like to have my lights on. You know, this is where you're seeing it for yourself. This is where the hatred comes in for us. Because we came in, we rose the bar. We're not doing demonstrations on poorly lit environments. There's plenty of light now on this screen. Look at this. I can stand any angle in here and the screen looks absolutely fantastic. Let me go back a bit. Any angle I want to stand, and that screen is going to look magnificent. Go back a little more. I'm going to show you this. So now we'll do angle gains. Angle gain. Now here I am here. I can view the screen anywhere I want. Come all the way back here. Look at those screens right there and look at our screen. See, these are the demonstrations they won't do. This is where we get the big companies that don't like us because we won't sell out, and we will sell our screen paint and projection screens for a price that everyone can afford. This is where we got these YouTubers who hate us because we pushed the bar up, and now they got to work hard to make their screens look amazing. No more sitting your projector in a dark, poorly lit room, dim room, using high-end projectors, 4K upscaling, software, all that other nonsense. This is real. We don't do that over here. Look at this. Now see, this is not matching a SUPERNOVA. This is not matching a Stewart screen. This is not matching the Studio Tech 130. None of these screens are not matching. This is that Firehawk G4 in the middle of that screen. This is not matching. This is outperforming. So until you do, this is a message to your haters out there. I mean, like I said, it's a shame that you spent all your time hating. But if you did the test that we did, if you did the work, you did the homework, you'd be at the position we're at. You would have these contracts. You would have companies sending you emails asking you, hey, look, can you design this for us? Can you design paint for that? Because we can back it up. That's why when I had that company come in and do that demonstration, he made the Archo 4K black look so dark that you couldn't see the screen. Well, I painted in the same screen. I even hit it with a 500 watt bar light and did it with the projector more than 24 feet back. And the screen looked fantastic. I even did it on a 200 lumen projector 8 feet back with a 500 watt bar light in the screen. Okay guys, I'm Kenneth Burr from Crystal Edge Technology Screens using Smart Technology Gain, showing you the amazing capability of our screen paints Hope you guys enjoyed the video demonstration. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Oh, we got a little more on there. Okay. I'm going to call this video the final word, because that's pretty much what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, they won't do our demonstrations, but yet they'll try to slander our product. We can back up what we can do 100%. Can you? Okay guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video demonstration. I got to get back to work. Thank you all for watching.